this lesson. Example 9. So in the figure, the circle passes through point P with center at 1 and -2. Find the equation of the circle in the standard form. Can you see that? The question is asking you to find the equation. Find the equation of the circle. OK？ 咁你一見到題目叫你 find the equation of circle， 你腦裏面就要記起3個 step 啦。第一個 step center， 第二個 step radius， 第三個 step 用翻嗰條公式去到寫翻條 equation 出嚟。Do we have information about center now？ 有冇 center 嘅資料啊？冇咩？ Which one is the center? 1 and -2. Can you see this? Okay. So center should be 1 and -2. Okay. Do we have information about radius? Is it given? The radius? It's not given. But what else is given? 如果佢冇直接俾你嘅話咧，咁我就要自己計個 radius 出嚟啦。Yes, which one is the radius? How to find the radius? You know? 中間。This one. Yes, join this point with point P, and then this will be the radius of the circle. You know this? Okay, and then if we want to find the radius of the circle, you just need to calculate the distance between these 2 points. Okay? 我哋有第一點嘅坐標，第二點嘅坐標，點樣去計兩點之間嘅距離啊？用嗰條乜嘢 formula 記唔記得？記得？記得？ So radius can be calculated by the distance formula. Distance formula 係點樣㗎？我喺度重溫一次先。 Distance formula is the distance is equal to x1 minus x2 bracket square plus y1 minus y2 bracket square, and then take square root. Can you see? Distance formula. 如果我哋有兩點嘅坐標嘅話咧，我哋去計兩點之間嘅距離。 就係用呢條公式啦 ，OK？ 咁而家咧，我哋係咪正就係需要計呢兩點之間嘅距離啊？即係1-2同埋4-2呢兩點嘅距離，咪就係個圓形嘅半徑咯。你 get 到我呢度得唔得 ？OK？ 所以咧，我哋就會用呢條公式啦。The radius is calculated by square root of 嗱，邊個做1，邊個做2冇所謂嘅，即係 x1、x2嗰啲咧，邊個做後減，即係第一個落前減後，邊個做前，邊個做後咧，冇乜所謂嘅，一次就得㗎啦。OK， 1 minus 4係嘛 ，x1 minus x2，and then bracket square，and then -2 minus 2 bracket square. So it will be like this: square root of 1 minus 4 bracket square plus y1 minus y2. That should be -2 minus 2 bracket square. Can you get this? This is the formula for us to find the radius of the circle. And then it's a pure number, so you may just use the calculator to help you. But I will suggest you to calculate this bit by bit. Okay? 1 minus 4 is -3. 嗱呢度咧，我會建議你哋咧。 即係逐 part 去計咗先嘅，唔好一次過交晒俾個計數機去撳，因為咧你要處理啲括號嘅話咧，會係幾麻煩嘅，得唔得 ？So it should be -3 bracket square plus -4 bracket square. Okay, and then -3 bracket square is 9, and then -4 bracket square is 16. So it will be square root of 25, and finally it is equal to 5. Okay. So the radius of the circle is equal to 5. And now we have the information that we want to find the equation of circle. We have center, we have radius, then we are ready to find the equation of the circle. Okay, so let me paste it here first. Okay, so the equation of the circle will be like this: x minus h, that is the center x coordinate, 1, square plus y minus k. K is the y coordinate of the center, that's -2. So it will be minus -2, and then break square equal r square. Okay, so equation will be like this. Formula is like this. Get this? And then you just need to simplify this. Y double negative, just change it back to plus. So x minus 1 is no change, and then y plus 2 square. And calculate the number on the right-hand side. 5 square becomes 25. Okay? And that will be the answer. That is the equation of the circle. And 使唔使放大啲？呢度呢啲字，呢個 OneNote 上面嘅字使唔使放大啲？如果需要放大啲嘅就同我講啊。Okay, can you get the idea how to find the equation of the circle like this? Okay, let's try. Let's try to do the instant drill number 9. That is on next page. Instant drill number 9. So I give you 3 minutes.好，嗱，試一試做下咯。Password. What's wrong? What's wrong? Radius is not 8. Radius is not 8. Why do you think radius is 8? Which line is the radius? Can you see? 喂，嗱呢度咧小心啲喎，我見到有幾位同學咧都係錯咗噶啦，個 radius 啊 ，radius which line should be the radius here? How can we draw the radius out now? It's starting from point A, G, and then joining to, yes, this one is the radius. Can you see this? Okay, but what is the coordinates of this point? 8. 8 is only one number. Okay, is 8 the x coordinates or the y coordinates? Should be the x coordinates. Okay, but how about the y coordinates of this point? 0, because it's on the x-axis. So its y coordinate must be equal to 0. Get this? Okay, so just write down the coordinates of this point first. This point is 8, 0. Okay, and then the question asks you to find the equation of the circle. Find the equation of the circle. So what we need is the center, the coordinates of the center. It is directly given by the question, which is the point G, right? So we have 0 and -6. And then I need to calculate the length of the radius. It is not given by the question, so we need to do the calculation. But we know that the radius is the red line here. Okay, red line is the radius. So we need to calculate the distance between point G and this point 8, 0. And we are going to use the distance formula again. Okay, square root of x1 minus x2, 0 minus 8 bracket square plus y1 minus y2 bracket square. That should be -6 minus 0 square. 得唔得？寫得啱唔啱？個 distance formula 大家。And then 0 minus 8 is -8. 跟住慢慢化簡啦，-8. Just keep the bracket square first. And then -6 minus 0 becomes -6. And then keep the square. And then we do the square by the calculator. So bracket -8 square becomes 64. And then -6 bracket square becomes 36. And we add the two numbers together. It becomes square root of 100. But square root of 100 is equal to 10. Yes, good. So now we are good because we have found the center and the radius. Okay, so we have all the information we need to find the equation of the circle. So we can start writing the equation of the circle. So let me paste it here first. Then the equation of the circle will be written as x minus h bracket square. That is x minus, what is h here? 0, yes. X minus 0 bracket square. And then plus y minus k. What is k here? -6, so it's double negative, careful. Bracket square equals r square. What is r here? It should be 10, so it's 10 square, okay? And then we just need to simplify the numbers inside the bracket. So any number -0 will just be that number, okay? So x minus 0 just be x. But we have x square here. And then plus y minus -6 becomes double negative. Yes, becomes plus 6. And then keep the bracket square. The right hand side, 10 square will be equal to 100. Yes. Okay. Sorry? Yes, this is the equation. 嗱，記住喎，有啲同學咧，即係如果即係以往咧數學嘅感覺咁樣強嘅同學咧，你記住一條 equation 咧個答案咧係有 x 有 y 嘅，但 Okay, so we will have x and y involved in our equation, in our answer. Okay, can you get the idea now? No matter if it's equation of straight line or equation of circle, so normally we will have x and y in our answer. Okay, so that is the answer. Do you have any problems about this instant drill number 9? Can you get the idea? Are you confident in doing this in the exam, in UT? About this question, please. Are you confident? Okay, good. Please. Thank you. So 好啦，咁啊嗱呢條咧算係稍為簡單少少嘅，咁我哋睇一啲咧稍為複雜少少嘅，睇下未先？都唔係好複雜嘅咧。Example 10未算好複雜嘅，不過咧佢問法有啲唔同咁解嘅啫。Example 10。嗱，今日我喺堂上面講呢幾題嘅揾 equation 嘅題目咧，大家都要打星落去，即係要重點溫書，特別係嚟緊呢次 UT 得唔得 ？OK， 重點溫書係呢幾今日講嘅呢幾題啊。OK， 因為咧會有好多唔同嘅，牽涉到好多唔同嘅嘢喺裏邊嘅。OK， 嗰啲嘢咧都真係會喺考試差入面問嘅。OK， 好，跟住 example 10，今次咧搞佢啦。In the figure, AB is a diameter of a circle. Find the equation of the circle in the standard form. 第一樣嘢，你應該有啲熟悉嘅感覺先，就係佢叫你 find 乜嘢啊 ？find 咩啊 ？Equation of the circle. Find the equation of the circle in the standard form. OK， 即係我哋都係用翻咧 x minus h square plus y minus k square equals r square。即係我哋都要揾翻個 centre 同埋揾翻個 radius 出嚟。OK， but do we have information about the centre now? Is it given the centre? No. Do we have information about radius? It is not given directly. So both of them will be found by us. Okay, but what is given? What is given by the question? It's AB, point A, point B. And they, yes, they are the point of the diameter. Okay, but where is the center? Yes, very good. Okay, do you remember that the center will be the midpoint of the diameter? Okay, if we join AB, let us join AB first. Join AB, and then the midpoint, let us call this M. Okay, point M will be the center of the circle. 係嘛？直徑嘅中間位，咪就係分開咗兩條半徑咯，係嘛 ？OK， 咁所以中間位嗰點咧就係個圓形嘅圓心嚟㗎啦。呢度 get 到我，都好直接嘅啫。好啦，但係呢一點我哋需要嗱，我知道呢一點個名叫 M 啦，但係佢坐標係點樣咧？點樣計啊 ？Yes, we have the first, we have the head point, we have the tail point, we have head and tail. And then how to calculate the midpoint? It will be, yes, adding the head and tail together and then divided by 2. Yes, okay? Do the x coordinate and y coordinate separately. Okay? So add the -1 plus 5, and then divide by 2, and you'll get the x coordinates of the midpoint. Okay, and then 2 plus 4 divided by 2, and you'll get the y coordinates of the midpoint. So fast. 哇！我真係講唔到幾多㗎，其實。我想問一問先，你覺得會唔會太慢啊？唔會，會唔會太快先？唔會。It's okay. The pace is okay. Okay, good. But that will be quite slow. Okay, I mean the progress will be quite slow. But as long as you understand that, it's okay. And so M, the coordinates of M will be calculated by this. -1 plus 5 divided by 2 is the x coordinate. And then 2 plus 4 divided by 2 will be the y coordinate. OK， 頭尾加埋除以就係中間點嘅坐標。記住呢個得。呢一個咧，我哋喺呢一課嘅開頭咧係冇温過嘅，冇同大家温過嘅。咁而家就同大家温啦，得唔得 ？And then just do the calculation. -1 plus 5 is 4. 4 over 2 is 2. So the x coordinate is 2. And then 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 over 2 is 3. So the coordinates of M will be 2 and 3. But M will be the center of the circle. So now we have the center. Center is equal to what? 2 and 3. Okay? How about the radius? How to calculate radius? 好啦，如果我哋而家咧知道咗中間即 M 呢點係 center 嘅坐標嘅話咧，幅圖上邊有冇 radius 喺度啊？有冇畫過 radius 啊？我呢幅圖咧有喎係嘛？你嗰幅圖冇㗎係嘛？係你都有嘅，係有嘅，係 OK。Which one should be the radius? MB or MA? Both of them are the radius. Okay, so we just choose one of them to calculate. Okay. 揀 point A 好定揀 point B 好啊？好啲啊？ So I think point A is better because there is no negative number. Okay, I don't like negative number comparatively. So the radius can be calculated by this: 2 minus 5 square plus 4 minus 3 square, and then square root. Can you get this? And then it should be square root of -3 square plus 1 square. And they are 9 plus 1. So that should be square root 10. If you use the calculator to calculate square root 10, it is a long decimal number, right? Then you do not calculate the square root. Just leave the square root here, okay? Don't use approximate value, okay, at this stage. So the radius is square root 10. And then we have all the information we need to write down the equation of circle. So we can start answering the question. Equation of the circle is x minus 2 square plus y minus 3 square equals r square. Okay? And then simplify the bracket. X minus 2, nothing to be simplified. Y minus 3, nothing to be simplified. Square root 10 bracket square should be just 10. Yes, okay, because the square and the square roots are cancelled by each other. Okay, so the final answer will be like x minus 2 square plus y minus 3 square equals 10. Can you get this? Okay, now it's your turn. So please do the instant drill number 10. Instant drill number 10. Give you 4 minutes. Wait. Ta-da. Okay, let's try to do the instant drill 10. 4 minutes. Yes. done? But have you found the center? Well, what is the coordinates of center? 0 and 0, 0. Yes. Are you correct? Can you get 0, 0 for the center? That's good. Have you found the radius? No, it's fine. Have you? 係啦，冇錯。即係你由 centre 跟住計去A 個點就得，即係 centre 計去 B 個點就得。不過我通常會揀正數係啦，少啲負數。OK， 或者即係如果一個人全部正數，一個全部負數嘅話咧，咁肯定係揀正數嗰邊啦。OK， 跟住甚至乎如果有零嘅話咧，我會揀有零嗰啲嘅。That's good, correct. Okay, let's check the answers. AB is a diameter of the circle. Find the equation of the circle in standard form. Equation of circle again. We need center and radius. Okay, but we have the diameter AB. So the center will be the midpoint of AB. Okay, and you may do it like this. 嗱，你可以即係連埋啦，然之後就叫個 midpoint 做 M 啦，咁樣係嘛 ？Okay. So M will be equal to, calculated like this, -3 plus 3 over 2, and then -1 plus 1 over 2. But both of them will be equal to 0, 0. Okay? Which means that the center will be 0, 0. You get this? Then radius. Radius will be the distance between M and A, or the distance between M and B. Okay, I'm going to use B. So I'm going to use the distance formula again. 0 minus 3 bracket square plus 0 minus 1 bracket square, and then square root. And we get -3 bracket square plus -1 bracket square. And they are 9 plus 1, which will be square root of 10. But square root of 10 is a long decimal number. So I am going to keep the square root sign here. Okay. So we have all the information we need to find the equation. So we can start answering the question. The equation of the circle will be like this: x minus h square plus y minus k square equals r square. Okay, and then simplify the brackets. So -0, and then just leaving the x and the square. And then y minus 0 will be y square. Square root 10 bracket square. The square root will be cancelled by the square. So it is just 10. Is that okay? So that is the answer. Can you see? Yes, but the circle. Thank you. It should be the equation of the circle. Thank you. Do you have any problems? Let's go to the next example. 好啦，可能再複雜啲㗎喇噃。咩啊？得未？未？得未？得未 OK. Next example. Example 11。好啦，嗱開始複雜噶咯噃。嗱呢題你盡量明埋佢啊。Sorry。Okay. And in the figure, the circle C intersects the x-axis at point A and point B, where AB is equal to 8. If the center is at 6, 3, find the equation of C in standard form. Okay. 嗱，雖然呢題咧，佢俾你嘅資料咧好似好複雜咁樣，但係咧唯一慶幸嘅係咩咧？有咩值得慶幸啊？有個 midpoint， 唔係 midpoint， 有個咩啊 ？center 係俾你嘅係嘛？同埋咧，佢叫你揾咩啊 ？equation of C 就係咩嚟㗎 ？C 就係個 circle 啦，係嘛？即係話咧，我哋都係揾 equation of circle， 所以我哋都係需要啲咩資料啊？需要個 center 同埋個 radius。頭先值得慶幸嘅就係個 center 係咪直接俾你啊？唔使自己揾嘅。OK， 所以我哋唯一要做嘅嘢咧，即真係要落手做嘅嘢咧，就係求個咩啊？個 radius 呢度 get 到我得唔得 ？OK， 好啦，睇住咯。咁但係咧呢度咧求 radius 咧，即係有少少可能你哋未必會記得嘅 ，OK？ 咁但係咧我哋睇睇咯，我先寫咗出嚟先 ，center is directly given to be 6, 3. Okay, just write this down first. Do we have any radius in the figure diagram? No. Can we draw a radius on this diagram? Can we join some points? That will be the radius. A and not C. This is no name. This is center. Okay, C 係講呢個成個 circle， 得唔得 ？OK， 呢一點雖然冇名嘅嚇。OK， center 連去 A， 或者 center 連去 B 都得，係咪？都 get 到我 ？OK， 好啦，我畫出嚟先啦，畫條線出嚟先。At center join to point A， 我畫埋 center and boy。Both of them are radius of a circle. Can you see this? And then 好啦，呢度咧，今次咧我會叫你咧，仲有一個資料係題目俾咗嘅，係乜嘢啊？有啲咩資料係俾咗我哋未用㗎？有冇人睇到 ？A B 等於8，係啦 ，OK，A B 等於8嘅，我哋寫翻喺度先啦。So the length of AB is equal to 8。OK， 有咩用咧？嗱，睇住咯，我哋咧今次咧再畫多一條線，就係咧由 center 垂直播落去 X 軸嗰度，垂直動落去呢條線。咁呢個記一記嘅，即係未學過咧，好難自己諗到嘅，呢度要記一記。我哋畫多條線啊 ，joining from center and then dropping perpendicular to the x-axis. You get this? And then let us call this point M. Okay. 可唔可以講俾我聽 M 嘅坐標係幾多 ？M 呢啲嘅坐標，如果你係垂直動落去嘅，即係打洞畫落去嘅 ，is perpendicular to x。喺 x 軸上面嘅 ，so that's on the x-axis. Can you tell me? So this point is on the x-axis. So which coordinate should be 0? Y coordinate should be 0. Can you see this? Okay. So the coordinates of y coordinates of M should be 0. But how about the x coordinates? 唔係黐住 A 嘅，係同邊個一樣應該 ？Yes. This point should have the x coordinate exactly the same as this point. Because this point M is vertically below the center. So their x coordinate, okay, the left to right position should be exactly the same. Okay? So if the x coordinate of the center is 6, then the x coordinate of M should also be equal to 6. Can you get the idea here? Okay, so the coordinates of M should be 6, 0. Okay, so this is M. Okay, so let us write this down first. 好，呢度 OK 先，呢個位。好啦，咁我想問下，嗱，記住我而家想計啲咩咧？我最終目的係需要計啲咩咧？係需要計個半徑，即係呢個紅色線，得唔得？好，跟住咧我就話啦，而家呢個咧，不如我俾個名佢先啦，呢個叫 G 啊嘛，個 centre 叫 G 先啦。如果唔係冇名好難講嘅。Let's give it a name. The center is called point G. Okay. 你可唔可以講到俾我聽 GM 係幾長啊 ？GM. Because we have the coordinates of G and we have found the coordinates of M, right? So actually we can calculate the length of GM. 其實咪就係3咁長咯，係嘛 ？Good, okay? Because it is a vertical straight line, so we do not need to use the distance formula. Okay, just 3 minus 0 will be the length of GM. Okay, so GM is equal to 3 minus 0, that is 3. 好啦，跟住我想講嘅咧，就係我要計埋 AM， because triangle GAB is an isosceles triangle. You know this? Triangle GAB is isosceles because GA and GB are the radius of the circle, so they will be equal in length. Okay? 好啦，你記唔記得咧？記得㗎啦，算啦。OK。Form 2我哋學嘅咧，就係如果喺個等腰三角形嘅一條中間線，如果佢係垂直動落嚟嘅話咧，佢同時間就會平分咗個底嗰度嘅，變咗做兩等份嘅。你知唔知我講咩？如果佢即係中線垂直動落嚟嘅話咧，佢自然會平分咗個底變成兩等份。OK， 而家就係呢個處境啦，係嘛？佢係等腰三角形，中間垂直動一條線落嚟，所以我哋可以講到咧 AM is equal to MB。But the sum of them is equal to 8. If these two lengths are equal to each other, then what is the length of one of them? 4. Yes, very good. Each of them is equal to 4. So we just write down AM is equal to MB, and they are both equal to 8 over 2. That is equal to 4. Can you get this part? 好啦，點解我會揾 GM 同埋 AM 咧？頭先我話我最需要嘅係揾邊一個啊？我而家要求嘅係 circle 嘅 equation， 即係我要 centre， 我要 radius。centre 就有啦。我其實最需要嘅係要計個 radius 出嚟。喺呢幅圖裏邊 ，GA 就係 radius 啦。我而家點解揾咗 GM 同埋 AM？ 你估我想點啊？跟住 ，Do you know what I want to do on the next step? Yes? Yes, very good, exactly. For this triangle GAF, I have found the length of GM. I have found the length of AM. I can use Pythagoras Theorem to find the length of GA. Do you understand this? Okay, so finally, let us use the Pythagoras Theorem. GA square is equal to GM square plus AM square, okay? C square is equal to A square plus B square. GA is what I want to find. GM is 3. We have found that. AM is 4. Can you see this? We have found GM to be 3, AM to be 4. Okay, so GA square is equal to 9 plus 16, which is 25. So GA will be equal to square root of 25. That is equal to 5. Okay, but GA is already the radius of the circle. Okay, therefore, radius is equal to 5. Can you get this? So now we have the center to be 6, 3, and we have the radius to be 5. We are ready to answer the question. Okay, to find the equation of the circle. Okay, so the equation will be x minus 6 square plus y minus 3 square equals 5 square. Okay, and then we just need to calculate the 5 square. That is 25. And that will be the answer. Get this? Okay, now I would like you to do the instant drill number 11. 4 minutes. Let's try instant drill number 11. Okay, please do the instant drill. Just follow the steps from the example. 記住，即係要試下做嘅噃，得唔得？聽得明，但係做唔翻出嚟嘅話咧，都係冇用嘅。記住今日講呢幾題一定要温書啊，翻去即係 prepare for UT 啊 exam 呢幾題一定要温書。同 example 嗰啲係一樣嘅，係嘛？通常即係 example 之後嗰 instant drill 咧，就用翻相同嘅技巧，咁你去自己做一次咁樣嘅。係啦，冇錯啦。嗱，第一樣嘢咧，你個咧就係畫翻嗰啲 point 同埋嗰啲線出嚟先。OK， 好似頭先example嗰題咁樣。 working. Okay, this time, point M is on the y-axis. Can you tell me the coordinates of point M? 0, 6. Yes, very good. Coordinates of point M should be 0 and 6. Okay? And then, what is the length of GM? The length of GM. From G to M should not be 6. The coordinates of G is -4 and 6, and then M is 0 and 6. Should be 4. How to calculate? Yes， 嗱，我哋咧，如果真係我想去計嘅話咧，呢個係0嘛，0咁啊嘛，調翻轉0減負值，右減左，得唔得？如果打橫嘅線嘅話咧，打橫嘅線，我哋用右邊嘅 x 坐標減左邊嘅 x 坐標。如果係打戙嘅線嘅話咧，我哋就用個高啲嘅 y 坐標減低啲嘅 y 坐標。Okay, so right minus left if it is horizontal. If it is vertical, then you use up minus down. Okay, this time it should be 0 minus -4, which is equal to 4. Okay, and let's given that AB is equal to 6, and because GAB, triangle GAB is isosceles triangle, and GM is the middle line perpendicular to the base, then it will cut the base into 2 equal parts, which means that AM and MB should be equal to each other. Okay, so AM is equal to MB, and they are both equal to 6/2, which is equal to 3. Okay. So now I have GM, I have AM, so I can calculate the length of GA by Pythagoras Theorem, right? Okay, so GA square is equal to GM square plus AM square, and then it is equal to 4 square plus 3 square. So GA square is equal to 16 plus 9, which is 25. So GA is equal to 5. Therefore, the radius is equal to 5. Okay? So the center is G, is equal to -4 and 6. And radius is 5. So we have all the information we need to find the equation of the circle. Okay? So equation of the circle will be calculated by x minus h, but this h is negative, so I'm going to do this minus -4 square plus y minus k, that is 6 bracket square, equals r square, that is 5 square. Okay, and then just simplify the things inside the bracket. Minus negative becomes plus 4, and then bracket square, and then y minus 6 bracket square, and 5 square is turned to be 25. That is the answer of this question. Is that okay? 得唔得？呢幾題跟唔跟到大家？ Do you have any problems? Okay. Please today, please go home to check whether you have successfully submitted all the homework before. Okay. So if no, then I will wait for your detention class tomorrow. Okay. Homework. Okay, just submit all the homework. Okay. Just check. No, I not include this. Online. Okay, so you don't need to submit the homework book to me. Just submit to the next activity, okay? 啊？有好多係嘛？咁要做翻晒啦。唔計今日俾嗰份，唔計 classwork 唔使 ，classwork 唔使。你好似唔係做好多啫，好似唔係做好多嘅啫，應該唔係做好多嘅。Try your best. Please try your best. Okay. Okay. Stand up. Goodbye, class.